Hello. Today I'm going to just talk about the terahertz device, which I've been using it for almost 2 months right now. And this is basically a water resonator. And what it does, I have been speaking over the Zoom on different areas of water, but today I'm going to just show you as to how you're going to use this instrument. So basically, it comes with a jug, and this is a packing, and what you all need to do is the water what you are going to collect should be a filtered water, and such of those who are all using ionized water, number two is reverse osmosis or high hydrogen content water, or whatever the waters you are using. Now what it does is, the simple concept is basically when you resonate with terahertz mechanism, that's the device, that's the technology they are using, is a terahertz technology. So what happens is, basically what you see is, this is the terahertz wave which comes out of this particular holes down here, and then what we do is when we place it, this is manufactured by the company and given to us with the jar. So that means this unit is able to terahertz or resonate a water of 3.5 liters, which I have marked here. And you cannot go above the level because the water cannot go inside the device, which then it will get spoiled. Other than that, you cannot drop the device down, then of course the functionality we won't be able to. What happens is, when the moment you click onto the magnetized connectivity, you will get a sound here, and then you just press it on, it starts blinking. So when it starts blinking, automatically after 3 minutes it automatically stops resonating. So for a 3.5 liters of water, you just need to resonate for 3 minutes. But what we normally do is we use a 5-liter can, wherein the 5 liters water we do terahertz directly putting it on the bottle. There I do it minimum 2 times, that means 6 minutes of resonating the water. And once you finish the terahertz, the water is already ready to be consumed. So very important information is, it needs to be a filtered water. So that means you cannot use a tap water directly put it inside and terahertz, because we do not know the content of the water what you are getting in the tap, unless you make sure that it doesn't have heavy metals, it doesn't have chlorine, it doesn't have bacteria and parasites. All these, if you are very sure that the water is clean, then you can terahertz it. Because if you are going to pick water directly from tap and then going to terahertz it or resonate it, for example, if you are having a heavy metals inside, when you terahertz, the water molecular structure becomes so small that it starts going inside the cell. So maybe in the initial stages you may not feel anything, but in a long run, if you are going to drink that poisoned water, definitely it affects your body system and your organs. So we cannot blame the device for wrongly picking up the water and then we resonating it and drinking it. So make sure that you resonate a water with a pH of around 7.5 to 8.5 is good enough, with TDS around 0 to 200, and ORP 0 to minus 200 is good enough. We don't need a very high ORP because we are not treating cancer here. This is basically, we are talking, people should consume this water. Anybody can consume this water. And if you are looking at the age group, I would say drinking water doesn't have to be restricted to only to a certain particular people. Everybody can drink it, but because this has got a low frequency resonate, and because the benefits what you get out of the water is quite marvelous, I would say it's always better to start with a low dose. That means you can start off drinking this water with 500 ml, split into 5 different timings or on 100 each for the 5 times, and then increase it to 1000, and then maximum you can go up to 2000 2 liters or 2000 ml per day. And along with the water, whatever you're drinking, maybe the natural water of 1.5 liters you add on, should be good enough. And your coffee, tea, all these, of course, you can prepare from resonated water, which definitely is going to do a lot of good benefits. But other than that, once you resonate, this water can be stored for a minimum period of around 1.5 months. That is 6 weeks is good enough. Now, does it affect the pH? I would say, if I have already checked this one. If I am like utilizing 9 pH water, what I notice is after I terahertz, it changes to around 9 to 9.2. Maximum is 2 units difference is there, but otherwise it doesn't change much. With the ORP is still the same. ORP is the same, as well as the TDS also is the same after you resonate the water. But the benefit of the resonating is it becomes antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, and anti-radiation. These are major 4 differences, and other than that, the viscosity of this water also is minus 620. So that is also on the very, very higher side. And when you're looking at using this jug is much more easier, because the company has given that benefit for us. And other than that, what I would say is you need to give it a try of using this water, drinking it slowly, and then enhancing your quality of life by drinking the right properties of water. You should be able to get the right benefit of this particular resonated water. So thank you very much, and until I come back and see you in the next episode of Water, thank you very much and have a great day. Thank you.